everyone, Joe here from ActionX. Welcome to What's in the Tube, or welcome back if you're here for the Season 4 predictions for High School Musical, the series. I can't believe Season 3 is over. Like, literally, it came and went. Not to say that's a bad thing or whatever, just weird how time works. Like, 8 weeks literally drove back fast. Hell, literally, it was just summer. Like, not that long ago. Now it's fall. Well, for me, it's fall. It's gotten warmer. It's gotten colder a bit, so... soon I'll be wearing pants again. I'm wearing shorts, so. Today we're talking about Season 4, and honestly, I'm going to be honest to you. If this season came out just 2 weeks earlier, I would have had a very traditional season predictions. I mean, I would have just been the same old, but the fact that we went for D23 before the finale, we got some information. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They know they can't do it the way we want it to, but this is going to be the closest way possible. And I'm just like, I am all in for this. I am all in for this. So if you before I continue, if you have not yet seen the third season of High School Musical, the musical, the series, please turn away. There will be spoilers. So please turn away before you get spoiled. So go watch all of Season 3 that's now live, all on Disney+. Also check out all of our episode reviews and go check them out as well. So if you have, let's continue. So the biggest thing that we already got a brief synopsis for Season 4. Before I continue with even that, when will Season 4 come out? I'm going to say fall 2024. I was going to say 2024. Oh, geez. Fall 2023. It feels like, the last two seasons were released during summertime-ish, where the Season 1 came out in November, Season 2 came out in May, Season 3 came out in July. I feel like Season 4 is going to come out in September of 2023. I feel confident in that time zone. I feel like because they're going back to East High again for Season 4, so I feel like that is a good time period for us to get this fourth season. It's still about a year away, so that'll give them plenty of time to shoot and everything. I think they're about to start shooting pretty soon before the year's end. So the thing about the synopsis is that the cast will be returning to East High in Season 4, but also before I go, like they're already raveled by the changes and the revelations they had for Season 3, and they'll probably be reunited with everyone that we missed during Season 3 in terms of like the main and supporting cast from the first two seasons, and we go into Season 4 with them finding out that it turns out Disney has commissioned the long-awaited High School Musical 4, the reunion movie, and they're shooting the entire movie on the East High set, and the Our Wildcats are going to be extras in that movie. On top of that, they're going to be doing for the play for that term High School Musical 3 senior year, and I'm like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I'm really fucking excited for this. I apologize for my language. This has been something that we have been expecting a long time. And the thing is that they confirmed that OG cast members will be returning for Season 4. Now, of course, speculation is high. Who are the OGs? Who is coming back? And they haven't confirmed anything. Like, it makes sense because you don't want to like overshadow the Season 3 finale by talking about Season 4. Then. So it makes sense. And also it's probably negotiations, and I'm pretty sure they're trying to figure out who is legitimately going to come back. For me, I'm going to be bullish. I'm going to say this. Everyone's coming back. That's going to be a big asshole. Disney's going to spend a lot of money in Season 4. But guess what? It's going to be hella worth it. And I'm just being honest there. Like, I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to get everyone back. Now, there will be some limitation. There will be some similar to Corbin's appearance in Season 3. I feel like that's going to be what the division is. Where, like, there will be days where it will be focusing on HSM4, the movie filming. And then there will be days where they'll be focusing on HSM3, senior year, the production. I feel like that's going to be the case in order to divide it. I also feel like this season is going to be longer than Season 3 and 1 combined because there's just way too much ground to cover in 30-minute episodes. There's just way too much ground to cover. There really is. I would be comfortable if we just got 10 episodes in Season 4, similar to the length we got in the finale of Season 3, where that was around like a comfortable 45 minutes. I feel like that's a sweet number. I feel like that would be enough time to tell the whole story. and keep in mind, I'll still be happy regardless of what they give us, you know. Now, realistically, let's talk about each of the cast members. Now, for me, I'm talking about like the core 10. You have, well, not the core 10, the full 10. You have the core 6 and then the supporting 4. So you have Troy, you have Gabriella, you have Sharpay, you have Ryan, you have oh damn, he was just in the season. I forgot his name already. Chad. You had Monique, and then you have the supporting 4. You have Kelsey, um, Zeke. Yeah, I think it's Zeke. Jason and Martha. Now, in terms of who've already appeared, those are easily like they're going to come back. Like Martha, we already seen her in the show. Obviously, Corbin's going to come back. Obviously, Lucas Gabriel's going to come back as Ryan. I feel like those are the only 3 major actors we've from the HSM film that we got to see come back in the show. So now the other 7. Now, there was a bit of a tease about like a month or so ago on social media where Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens separately have posted their returns to the East High School. Now, people just didn't really think much at the time. They just thought, oh, they were just in town, you know, ironically. But then for me, I'm like, no offense to Utah. Utah's not really a state that you just visit unless you got a project going on for actors. Like, it's not really a state you're going to go for a vacation unless you have family there. So for me, thinking about like, okay, it makes sense. It makes really a lot of sense. The actors aren't really doing much right now in terms of like their any sort of big projects coming up. So that's why I say I could imagine all 10 coming back for the movie. Now, keep in mind, they could just also flabbergast stuff and just bring back other supporting characters, just like Miss Darbus would be a cool addition. Coach Bolton. Yeah, that's about it. I think that's all the other supplementary characters that I remember. You can bring back Sharpay's parent. Like, they can literally do that just to like say like we are bringing back old characters. We're not lying there. If they're going to short rip ups. Now, my whole guesstimation with the actual thing is that my running thing is that I'm pretty sure there's going to make this is my prediction, of course. This is a predictions video. I'm not going to go, you know, too crazy on it. So my prediction is that everyone's going to be there. You know, we're going to slowly get the cast there. We'll get Corbin first back, and then he's going to bring in Ashley Tisdale as Sharpay Evans. And another thing to notice, because I'm a key eye on social media, is that Ashley Tisdale has went back to being blonde. So, like, yeah, she's coming back. Sharpay Evans is coming back, baby. She's coming back. So we already got 3. Monique is probably a shoo-in to come back. No offense. I haven't seen the actress do much as well. I could be wrong. I don't really watch everything in TV. So she could have done just something else as well, or done a different career path. That has happened before. For her, I could easily see her coming back as well. Vanessa Hudgens is another key point, where she's done a lot of Hallmark and Netflix movies, so I'm pretty sure she'll come back for Disney+. I'm pretty sure she'll come back as well. The big question is Zac Efron. Now, my prediction is that they're going to film HSM4 in the show, but they're going to have the running jokes like Zach's still not signed on for the movie. Like, and I feel like you're just going to get one scene in the finale where Zach and Vanessa reunite. Now, will that spark some romance saying, you know what, that's a real life thing that we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I think Vanessa's in a relationship right now. I think Zach is in a new relationship. So, and you know, they're older now, you know, this is not just teen drama anymore. It isn't. I feel like they would just do one scene where it's literally just, it's like the Ash and Serena thing for Pokemon in Journeys, where people were wanting them to come back and be back together. And they were really happy. I feel like that would be the moment to break the internet, where like in 2023, Troy and Gabriella are together again. I don't think they'll kiss. I don't think they'll do anything affectionate, but just them being together again in the same still or the same frame would be, it would be very instrumental. And also, ironically, I just remember this, is that next year will be the 15th anniversary of HSM3. So they're really planning this like very well. Like, this is just really good timing right here for them to like really use this to their advantage. Zach is still that big key because like out of all the 6, he's the one who's actually really broke out to more major Hollywood productions since HSM's wrapped up. So I feel like he would be a little bit more difficult to come back. I wouldn't imagine it being a full-on no, but it will literally be a Toby and Andrew thing where like I will not believe anything until nothing is true until we see all the episodes of season 4 and figure that out. But I'm that's my prediction that they will get Zach back, but it will only be for one episode in the finale. That's it, and they will have all the reunion scenes with him, and then they afterwards. That's it. If we that's me just being realistic. If we get more than that, if you say yeah, fuck yeah, let's do this, I'm like yes, let's go full on out. But then again, here's the thing to note is that as much as it's a cool thing that we could be potentially seeing everyone we've ever loved in the original movies back again. Keep in mind, they still need to play this like No Way Home. Like, yes, Toby and Andrew in that case were like the biggest returns for that movie. But the thing is that it's still Tom Holland's movie. This is still his third Spider-Man film. This isn't Toby's fourth. This isn't Andrew's third. This is Tom's third. It's still in there. It's still his story. So for season 4, it still has to be an HSMTMTS season 4 story. It still got to focus on our Wildcats. That story still needs to continue and still needs to be the primary focus. Yeah, it is going to be a cool thing for us, but if you dictate the entire story to just fan service and us seeing those legacy characters again, it will hurt the 4th season on the story retrospective. Like it sacrificed our cast of story, which I don't think they will. I think they know what they're getting themselves into, and they know they could properly balance it out. And it leads me to believe that's why they decide not to bring back, like they decide like to for Nini to be written off this season or last season, because there's just so much to do and there's so much going on that, like, you know, adding in her character and like again Olivia. Last thing I'll mention this ever is like, you know, she's blown up. She's a really big deal in the music business right now. I'm pretty sure all of her agents are like, don't waste your time on this Disney Plus show. Go and like focus on your career. And I'm pretty sure everyone was like supported. Like, yes, she has an opportunity to really break it into the mainstream market. Not to say that everyone else in this show is talented, but like she's the one that like is really breaking headlines. So I'm not surprised they had to do that in season 3. It sucked, but it was necessary. I don't think you'll see a cameo from her this season. I think there's just way too many balls in play that to fit in a Nini cameo if Olivia wanted to do it. That's just the honesty's sake there. So going to our characters, you know, because season 3 was such a big departure because we weren't in East High anymore. It wasn't the full East High Wildcats that we knew for the past 2 years from that point. It was most of our cast with a couple of new characters in this new environment. We're going back to there. So what do we take from what we did in season 3 and make that better in season 4? That goes into my next question: is season 4 the final season? I don't know. I really don't know. They're putting all their marbles on the table, which is like, I'm pretty sure they're being realistic. That if season 4 is the end, we're going out with a bang, which will make things harder for season 5 if they get one. Because like, okay, you just did the impossible. How do you top the impossible? As well as like, you know, most of the characters are in their senior years. They are kind of like going to be shepherding off. Like, I don't know how they're going to fit in EJ in season 4. I really don't know. I have an idea. I'll get to more of that in a bit. But in realistic sense, I don't know how you're going to keep them in there if they're going to be focusing back on the high school, especially with the production of season 4 going on. I mean, High School Musical 4 going on. I don't know how you would fit him in. That's still a big question. For now, that what is the definitive answer? But the thing is that what do we take from season 3 and we apply to season 4? So first things first, we got to bring Jen and Gizmo with us. They're coming on the show. Like that's a fact that we know. They performed at D23 their version of HSM3 of the High School Musical song, which honestly I'm like, I really like both versions. I really wish there was a high quality version out there somewhere. It's mostly just third-handed camera footage, so it's not the best footage known to man. But even seeing them in the cast, it's like, yeah, they're gonna come back for more. Even the young, the actresses who played young Ariel and young Bella in the not Bella, young Ariel and Elsa in the Frozen musical in this season, they were there too. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna be coming along as well for the new season. Like, so how they get it is that I'm pretty sure that once they know that, okay, you guys were the stars of the Frozen documentary, you guys go to the school that the Wildcats, like where High School Musical films were filming, we're making HSM4, we want y'all to be extras. So I'm pretty sure they're going to fly out Jet, they're going to fly out Gizmo, they're going to fly out those two other ones who were in the documentary into East High, make them students there, and that's how they get involved in the show. Because it was going to be like a big question mark, because I knew that in season 3, Jet was not enrolled in school at the moment. He got expelled. So this would be an easy shoe-in for him to go to, and I'm pretty sure Gizmo would just follow suit to like just keep him company, and that's how you get them involved in like whatever the East High shenanigans they're gonna be doing this season. Next point, like, so that's how we get them in. It's really hard to think about like what the story premise is going to be for each character, because like again, you have so many other balls to deal with the legacy stuff. Like, is everyone going to get their own storylines this season? Is everyone going to really get the fair screen time? I really don't know. Like, I really don't know. I want them to do it. I want them to somehow pull it off. But being realistically, there's going to be some characters like every other season that will probably not get as much development as they did in the last one. So going from the top forward, biggest thing is that we're in a new territory with Ricky and Gina. Look, I said this before during the reviews. I didn't want it to happen because it was predictable. It happened. They kissed in the finale. Okay, we're gonna roll with the punches there. Because for me, like, yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing. Because like I know that's how life works sometimes. Like, you know, just that's how life works. You know, you're with someone, then you're with another person the next minute. Yeah, Ricky and Nene had like a proper send off. They had a proper end. I felt sorry for EJ and Gina. I did understand, like, you know, it was just the product of a bad formulation. And yeah, they set up Gina liking Ricky decently in season 1 and season 2. They did do that. They picked up those threads. Ricky suddenly liking Gina is just more akin to when Harry Potter suddenly liked Ginny Weasley in the 6th movie. I was like, where did this come from? You were just interested in Cho in the 5th, and now you're just interested in Genie in the 6th. It's like, what did you do in that summer, Harry Potter? What did you do? That's kind of how I felt, because like again, Ricky just had broken up with his with that girl from the other school in the start of season 3. Instantly went to camp. Instantly fought. Hey, Gina. It's like it just felt weird to me, like just how that properly set up, and they probably rushed it to get to those points of elements. And you know, how will their relationship look like? We don't know, because to be honest with you, they never really had a decent setup. Like, you know, every time they're together, like they're okay as friends, you know, but they have fun together, just like the joking nature, but we never really get to see them. Like, for me, they never got like a real emotional moment. Like, you know, EJ and Gina did at certain intervals. I guess I can say they did, Ricky and her did. It's just not on that level. So it's hard to imagine for me what their scenes are going to be like when we come back in season 4. It's going to be a little hard. Especially the fact that, you know, for Ricky this season, the only thing I wanted to see him do is like just be a balanced person, you know. He learned a lot from Nene and from that other girl. So, and Gina's like, you know, special, like, you know, she's, you know, just treat her with care. That's all I'm going to say, you know. And also with him possibly meeting Zac Efron, that's probably, and that's another thing I forgot to mention. Like, it sucks that Nene's not here anymore, but like, I would really love it if, like, you know, we just get each of our current Wildcats to meet who they were playing in the first season. So like obviously having Ricky meet Zac Efron, Gina meeting Monique. Well, obviously EJ already met Corbin's. We already saw that. But you know what I mean? Like, I want to see those interactions. I want to see them like collide and, you know, make them, you know, fun to do. And honestly, it would be fun to do. Now, will that actually happen? I don't know. We'll see how that all progresses when we get there. This is an interesting season as well for Gina, because, you know, we got some taste of its last season, but I feel like this is the season where we go full in. It's like, this is where she finally takes center stage, because yeah, Nene was the star. Olivia Rodrigo stole the show in season 1, and then season 2, we kind of had to understand that like it was split, and then obviously Ashley was the lead for that play. And then season 3, we got her to rise up even more. I feel like this is her season. This is the season when she finally like takes over, where she finally like really blows up. She really like gets that big storyline that she's been waiting for. So I feel like this is going to be Gina's season a lot. I feel like that's going to be the big thing that they're leading into, and I can't wait to see what that leads into. For EJ, again, he's graduated. What would he be there for? My only idea is that make him Miss Jen's assistant. Like, it's probably not the best paying job in the world. It probably won't even be a job at all, but it'll keep him close to the Wildcats and keep him part of the story, as well as keep him part of, like, you know, the going on with the HSM4 stuff. That is the only thing I can keep him interested. Otherwise, we have to create a whole different subplot for him just to keep him involved in the show, and that'd be too much work. Again, it's the same thing like I mentioned before. Like, there's already so many balls in the air. Some characters are just not going to have the proper development that, you know, we would be expecting from this point in the series. It's just not going to happen. So I know they got to find some way to shoot EJ back into East High somehow. So we'll find that out soon. We'll find that out soon. You know, he has still a lot of baggage to carry with his dad and his breakup with Gina. Now Ricky and Gina dating. It's like, just seeing all this is just like, it's getting to him. So having him like have some sort of stability again, and having some sort of like destination would be something that I would like to see for him to do in season 4. Also, fun to say, I'm speaking of Miss Jen, like, I just want them to, like, acknowledge, like, Corbin acknowledged Miss Jen in the finale, where it's like, I remember you, Jessica, and she was like, close enough. It's like, I would really love it if, like, everyone had that moment where, like, hey, you're that girl. It's like, it was like, oh my God, it was, like, fulfilling so many check marks, and, like, I'm so happy. Also, if Miss Jen and Ryan do finally share, like, a proper scene together, we need to have a moment where Miss Jen was like, yeah, I imagined you last year. Like, it just is that fun aside, like a creepy, like weird thing for him to like just, okay, I'm gonna step away now. If that's not a joke in season 4, I'm gonna be pissed. I will be really pissed. Like, that's a missed opportunity there. Ashley and Big Red is another thing that we gotta see where things can go. Obviously, in season 3, we got the revelation that Ashley is bi. She likes guys and girls. She she confirmed she was bi. But that doesn't really affect things with her relationship with Big Red, because she loves him, and you know, obviously there's something they still got to talk about with their whole future thing. So that's another road for them to conquer soon. But still, like, you know, they're still like, you know, figuring that out. They're, you know, with Big Red also revealing at the very end of the finale in the documentary promo that, yeah, I'm bi too, and it's like, okay, what does that really open the door to anything else? Like, we'll see. Like, and of course, remember, Big Red, Seb, and the other Wildcats, they had a whole summer without the others. So it's like, what did they miss? What were they up to? And like that opens the door for like possibilities to see what could really happen. So I just want to see what, like, you know, does this really change anything, or do they just buck the thing and just keep going, or they're going to like maybe explore something else? That's going to be the big question. For me, I really hope that they maybe briefly explore, but realize that, yeah, they're just meant to be together. And, you know, that would be just a sweet, happy thing, because I've actually seen that in real life too. So that would be pretty fun to see. Carlos, again, Carlos has always been like that weird, you know, like you get those moments of like, you know, there's actual maturity, there's actual growth. He's always had like a Carlos-centric, you know, growth episode every season so far. The thing is that the only thing I need to see is that we need to see a Carlos and Seb trio song with Ashley Tisdale. We need to see that. We need to see the combination of these three voices together. That needs to happen. I want to see it happen. I think it's going to happen. But beyond that, yeah, because I'm talking about casting, and that's the thing, I'm being very sporadic about this, because I'm talking more about like, what pairings do I want to see in season 4? What legacy character do I want to see our Wildcats tangled with? And, you know, because that's the more fun part of it, because when it comes to development, it's really kind of difficult, because like, you really don't know what they could take the story now. I wasn't even expecting them to go to summer camp for season 3. I was not expecting that at all. I thought they were just going to do, I don't know, something else. Like, actually, I think I did know. I don't know. Actually, I don't remember anymore. My brain is kind of fried by this point, but you know, that's what you get when you like, you know, really set this up for like a really big, you know, a big season. Like, this is like going to be one of those expected television seasons for 2023. I wholly hard it will be on some people's list. It'll definitely be on my list. And, you know, people are going to be like, once we get the first trailer, once we get the first set photos, it's like, it's going to explode. Like, this is going to be the season where HSM blows the hell up again. This is going to be the moment. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. But the next question is season 4 in the fall or season 4 in the spring? Because is Miss Jen going to coincide this with, you know, them actually graduating like they did in the 3rd movie? We don't know. It just depends, like, what the plan is. Like, is season 4 the end? Is there going to be more? I mean, and then Gina's still a junior by this point, so, like, she's still got another year left. So is she going to, like, continue the story on her own without the other? That's a lot of big question mark. HSM does have the potential. This show does have the potential to keep going for many seasons with new cast. Like, let's Degrassi it or something like that. I don't think they will, because, like, it's just, how much time do you really get on services nowadays? So it's like, if this is all in, this is all in. If this is the end, we're going all in, and I can't wait to see what surprises they have in store. And yeah, so the only last thing I do want to see in HSM4 is in season 4. Again, I'm already excited for the reunion part. Then more about the show itself. Oh, I hate myself so much. We need a joke talking about Fabulous Adventure. We just need a joke. We need some sort of acknowledgement that movie happened and that it just got swept under the rug. We need some sort of joke, and it has to be actually delivering it, and that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see, and I can't wait to see what has in store. Because again, the writers know better than me. They know how to better write the season than I ever will. And whatever they do at the end of the day, whatever they're able to pull off is going to be much more appreciated than what people let on to be. And I can't wait. Season 4 is going to probably be one of the most excited for seasons of 2023. I can wholeheartedly guarantee that. And yeah, I can't wait to see that season. So let me know in the comments below, what do you want to see in the upcoming 4th season of High School Musical, the musical, the series? Let's talk about that below. Let's start that conversation. And I believe that's going to do it for me today, everyone. So if you're unaware, this has been What's the Two from ActionX, giving my predictions for the upcoming 4th season for High School Musical, the musical, the series. If you want to know what we're doing normally and What's the Two besides our HSMTMTS videos, we're currently doing DC Stargirl Season 3 episode reviews each and every week after brand new episodes on the CW. And starting next week, we'll be going back into the worlds, or not, actually not world, the universe of The Rookie, with The Rookie Season 5 episode review starting up next week, as well as the Rookie Feds Season 1 episode reviews also starting next week as well. So things are starting to pile up. Things are starting to really get accelerated over here on ActionX. I'm really excited to see what we're going to do next, what we're going to pull out next. But if you don't care about High School Musical, you're still in luck. Next week, we'll be doing a Season 3 review, spoiler-free. So for anyone who has yet to catch the 3rd season of High School Musical, the musical, the series, you can go check that out. I'll be talking about it spoiler-free, and we're going to have some fun with that. We're going to have some fun with that review. But if you don't care about the right now and this is it for you, thank you again so much for tuning in for the last 9 weeks by this point, for watching every episode review, and then also hearing me on these predictions. It's been another fun season, been another fun time here to get back into the musical world. When we come back properly next time, we will be doing our Season 1 spoiler-filled edition of a review, and then also we'll start with Season 4. So we'll be back here hopefully very, very soon for another season. But until then, there's still much more to do. There's still much more stuff to review until then. So I bid you farewell for now. But again, this has been What's the Two from ActionX. Please subscribe to us on youtube.com/ActionX videos. Ring that bell for notification when our next review is live. Please also follow us on social media. Please also like, favorite, share if you want to, and please also ring that bell. But until we see each other again next time, for all you Wildcats out there, thank you again so much for everything. It was an honor for me to do this a 3rd time, and we will be back for time number 4 next year. I can't wait. But until then, again, I bid you farewell. Stay safe out there. Be good to each other. And as always, peace out.